Okay, so this week's Torah portion was, I think it was two portions, two tiny or short portions into one, I think, or something like that. And this is where Moshe, Moshe's Moguleaves leaves. Moguleaves. There's a story. I'm not for sure exactly what it said in minutiae detail. It was interesting, and I did remember some of the things while reading. One of the prayer books was relatively fascinating. Line 7 during the Ma'ariv or the Mincha for Shabbat was fascinating. Uh, Basically, the various rabbis who were probably existed, I would imagine. But anyways, in the Stone edition of the Torah, it talks about Moguleaves and how Moshe leaves at times, apparently, and so when you're raking leaves, there's a story called the Jungle Book, and I wasn't fully aware of all the characters in the Jungle Book all that much, and apparently there's Moguleaves, I think that's his name, and then I think it's dark blue. I think there's light blue and dark blue. You know, the bear-ish creature, and I didn't even know, but there's an antithesis to those. Some of those characters is the tigre, this tiger-like creature. My brother knew a little bit more about the story. Apparently, I didn't remember as much as he did about the Jungle Book, and when you're wandering out there in the wilderness or whatever. And but this week's Torah portion, it talks about Moguleaves. Moshe, when Moshe leaves, what do they do? It keeps on saying about how Joshua does these things. And there's little bits and pieces of some insights weaved into the story, into the commentary, and here and there. And so that's a summary of this week's Torah portion. It might have been more informative had I reviewed it extensively, but that was the most fascinating part for me. For me, that was the most fascinating portion of this week's Torah portion. Anyways, until next time.